Okay, basic coin preservation precaution number 1. Store your coins in a dry and cool place. If you store your coins in a place where there's moisture, moisture is a catalyst. If you keep paper, paper has sulfur in it. Keeping paper with your coins is a no-no because the paper, sulfur, could react with the metallic surface of the coin. When moisture, a catalyst, is involved, and that coin could be involved in a corrosive process if it's made of a metal such as silver. Gold is usually impervious to this type of damage and maintains its luster indefinitely. You have to realize there's a difference between toning and corrosion, toning being the slow and natural process by which a coin develops attractive color over months, years, decades, generations, and corrosion is a quick and unnatural process. Coin preservation precaution number 2, select a safety deposit box room that will not harm your coins. Counterintuitive here, but go to a cheap safety deposit box room. Who here would ever imagine that you would want the cheapest safety deposit box room available, but you do, because safety deposit box rooms are really designed for people storing paper documents. Paper needs some moisture in it so it doesn't turn yellow, and in the case of documents, they do quite well with a little bit of moisture in the air, as opposed to coins which do not do that well when they are exposed to moisture, as I just talked about. So you don't want a safety deposit box room where there is any type of moisture or any type of moisture control system, and where the vapors can seep in. You also want to keep your coins in a high place in those safety deposit box rooms. Do not go to a bank vault that's located in a basement. In the event of a flood, your coins could be victims of those floods. Keep coins away from paper. Paper has sulfur in it. Preservation tip number 4, store your coins in an airtight environment. What's interesting is a lot of people don't realize that grading service holders are airtight, which is fine, that's good, but they are not air-free. So if you're looking at something and wondering what's air-free, if you've ever seen something like a chicken in one of those vacuum-sealed plastic containers where there's no, or a lot of the air has been sucked out, that's really something that's air-free. But some of the holders, especially some of the first and second generation holders of leading grading services, do admit freely circulating air. So when air has moisture in it, moisture serves as a catalyst, and the coins can change color. Don't store coins in albums with sliding windows. Those acetate slides can create slide marks on your coins and damage the coins. Prevent deterioration by molecular change. There are products on the market, vapor phase inhibitors such as metal-safe corrosion inhibitor that will change the molecular composition of the air so the coins won't deteriorate. There are other products that have been designed by various companies that will also protect your coins by changing the molecular composition of the air. Preservation precaution number 7, understand the difference between abrasive and non-abrasive cleaning. Now, non-abrasive cleaning is simply removing airborne particulate matter from the surface of the coin or neutralizing a coin. For many years, collectors would neutralize their coins using trichloro-trifluoroethane, which is a highly evaporative freon. Now, using trichloro-trifluoroethane isn't very easy to do these days because it's not legal to do unless you have a license to handle these types of freons. And so many people today instead, they'll use a little bit of water, they'll use acetone, that's medical grade, but in most cases, you have to realize that non-abrasive cleaning will not harm the surface of the coin at all, whereas abrasive cleaning, you can liken that to using perhaps a household abrasive and a piece of steel wool, and in between we have things that are gray areas in terms of abrasive and non-abrasive. Dipping a coin is a process that occurs that's in between, because abrasive and non-abrasive cleaning occur on a spectrum or on a continuum, with abrasive cleaning on the very right and non-abrasive cleaning on the very left. All right, inspect your coins at periodic intervals and address any changes immediately. Who here knows to look at his or her coins and doesn't just put them away for 10 or 20 years? You look at them once in a while to make sure, even if they're in a holder of a grading service, you look at these coins to make sure that they are in the level of preservation in which you purchased them. You have to realize that if a coin is doctored and a grading service erroneously gives this coin a valid grade and puts it in a holder, that coin can continue to turn color over months and years. And the grade of a coin in a grading service holder is really just a snapshot in time. It's what the coin grades at the very moment the grading service has the coin in its possession and places the coin in the holder and places it to go out the door. But as soon as it goes out the door, there are all kinds of things that can happen to that coin in that holder, which, remember, isn't air-free, it's airtight. Understand the role of curation for coins damaged by fire or flood. You know, the Numismatic Conservation Service has done a wonderful job for many people, collectors that I know, who've had coins damaged by fire or flood. In fact, in some very notable instances, there have been coins that were flood damaged, fire damaged, and the people thought these coins could never be recovered. They were about to throw away some of these coins in one case, sent them to NCS, and NGC actually graded these coins and put them back in holders, and some of these coins got grades that were considerably higher than they were before the fire or flood occurred. So, I mean, this is an extraordinary thing. Neutralize coins before certification, as we discussed. Hospital grade, medical grade acetone is excellent for that. Someone suggested denatured alcohol, which is also widely used. Trichloro-trifluoroethane is still highly recommended if you have a Freon handler's license. Many people who have connections with car servicing centers still have access to trichloro-trifluoroethane. It's probably the best neutralizer of coins that's known. Coin preservation precaution number 11. Selection of a safe requires understanding basic UL ratings for burglar protection. So there's the TXTL60, which is explosion resistant for 60 minutes. I actually like that one a lot. And I recommend that all of you pay close attention to the burglar ratings and not as much so to the fire ratings, because a lot of the big box stores will sell you a safe that has a strong fire rating because they're cheap to produce. And you get it home and you find out, well, it's rated very nicely in the event of a fire, but a burglar could just literally take any key that he has in his pocket and open up the safe, or just listen to the side and open up the safe using a combination. So very important. Burglar protection. Selection of a safe requires basic UL ratings for fire protection. These are what the ratings are. It's Class A for 4-hour protection at 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit on the outside. What these safes do for fire protection is they have very, very thick skins, and they have walls that have a lot of moisture in them, and these walls will give out moisture and basically moisturize the inside of that safe in the event of a fire. Safety and security, rising floodwaters. What do you do if the floodwaters are rising and you're in the house and you have some coins around you? Or similarly, what do you do if a fire breaks out in your house and you don't have a fire-resistive structure and you have coins in the bedroom upstairs? Do you go to save any of these coins? What would you do? So you would get out. What would you do?
Get your family out too.
Get your family out too. That's good. Okay. Yes, you would get your family out too. You place your own life before the safety of your coins. Know where safe shelter is and become familiar with escape routes and alternate escape routes. And if floodwaters are rising or they're about to rise or a hurricane is about to hit, get out. If you have a little time to plan and you see floodwaters rising outside your residence, do not be putting coins in your pocket. Take some of the coins and put them on a high mantle in the house before you make your escape to safety. Safety and security precaution 2, do not have coin publications delivered to your home and don't announce on social media when you are going on vacation, except of course for the CDN publishing publications. You can have them sent to your home because they don't have numismatic things on the cover. All right, for safety and security, install a UL-rated burglar alarm, test it periodically, and buy insurance. Who here doesn't have insurance? Might be a smart man not having insurance on the coins. A lot of people, for financial privacy purposes, actually don't like insurance. So, I mean, that's a double-edged sword, because when you have insurance, there is someone somewhere with a record, sometimes electronically, of, in many cases, exactly what you have and where you have it. And it establishes a long paper trail of what you have. A lot of people request, just as a convenience anyway, they request insurance policies that don't require schedules. So it doesn't create this danger of where you have something, so a burglar with inside information can get this. You know, there were some very big burglaries in the New York City area, and one of them, a safe that was believed to be one that couldn't be penetrated, was penetrated, and it was believed that the burglar got the combination to the safe from the safe manufacturer itself. Took care of an employee there. So it could be a double-edged sword. All right, safety and security precautions. Use common sense and file insurance claims in a timely manner. That's important.